Am I audible to you? If yes, then please type yes in the comment box so that I can start. अगर मैं आपको audible हूँ तो please yes type कीजिए comment box में so that I can start. Okay, am I audible? Yes. Okay, we'll start. So today we are announcing our totally free batch for those students who cannot join any classes. जो बच्चे कोई classes join नहीं कर सकते because of the various reason like one of the most important reason is a financial condition. किसी का financial condition अच्छा नहीं है वो classes join नहीं कर सकता किसी लिए बहुत सारे classes है कि they are मतलब expensive and lot of classes are expensive classes and those students who cannot join the expensive classes for GPAT Niper drug inspector government pharmacist exam preparation. So for them I'm going to start a new batch known as a Sunday to Sunday GPAT Niper 2024-25 online classes. So welcome everybody. Okay. Uh, so we are going to start first chapter from your science section from your pharmaceutical engineering. So that chapter is again very important for your GPAT, Niper, inspector and government pharmacist exam. So so this chapter from pharmaceutical engineering or unit operations. So it is very important for your different kind of exams. So good evening to all. Okay, Hardik. Good evening to all. Your voice is low. Okay. I think my voice is clear. Now I think voice is clear. If voice is not clear, then please let me know. So good evening to all and welcome. Okay. So they are going to ask at least two questions from your pharmaceutical engineering from that chapter size reduction. Size reduction is very important. Every year they used to ask one question. हर साल एक या दो क्वेश्चन साइज रिडक्शन से आते हैं जीपैट में नाइपर में ड्रग इंस्पेक्टर गवर्नमेंट फार्मासिस्ट so size reduction is very important chapter for all kind of exam not only for GPAT but also for your hyper drug inspector government pharmacist exam. So we'll start about that chapter. First of all, what do you mean by size reduction? Size reduction मतलब क्या होता है? So what is size reduction? Size reduction is nothing but the deformation of original particles or decrease in the size of original material or deformation of clumps or lumps known as a size reduction. Size reduction मतलब क्या है कि बड़ा वाला जो particle size है उसका छोटा करना. That is nothing but the size reduction. So you can see over here. So initial sample is nothing but it is a large in size. Initial sample. So after grinding this sample into either mortar and pestle or by using different mills, you are going to get a breakdown product of that. So that breakdown product is nothing but the small particles as compared to the parent one, right? So that is nothing but the size reduction. So decrease in the particle size is known as a size reduction, right? Decrease in the decrease in the particle size of original material is known as a size reduction. Now it is done by various mechanisms. Okay, it is done by various mechanisms. So if your sample has a low moisture content, then if you do the grinding or if you do the combination of the sample, अगर आपके सैंपल में ओरिजिनल सैंपल में मॉइस्चर कंटेंट ज़्यादा है, उसको अगर ब्रेक करेंगे, उसको अगर साइज यूज करेंगे, उसको अगर मिलिंग करेंगे, so you are going to get these kind of particles known as a shattering. Okay? Known as a shattering. If you don't have moisture content in the original sample, you are going to get a big small particles known as erosion. Okay? So low moisture content scattering and high moisture content sample, you are going to get erosion. Right? Now, what is meant by size reduction? So first important point for your different kind of exam. सबसे पहला important point होता है size reduction is also known as. Size reduction is also known as. Question आ सकता है आपको important है. Size reduction is also known as communition, diminution or polarization. Communition, diminution or polarization. Size reduction is also known as communication, diminution or polarization. Very very important. Okay, you have to remember the synonyms. Communication, diminution or polarization, right? Size reduction is also known as a communication, diminution or polarization. Very very important. You have to remember the synonyms of size reduction, right? After that, now why we need a size reduction in the pharmaceuticals? Pharmaceuticals में size reduction क्यों करना है आपको? Okay, there are different reasons, but before that, you should understand there is a one scale known as a Mohs scale. एक scale है Mohs scale उसको बोलते हैं. So what is that Mohs scale? So material can be either soft material or hard material. So आपके पास में जो material है वो एक तो soft material हो सकता है या फिर hard material हो सकता है. So but उसका उसका मापन क्या है? So what is the measure for that hardness or toughness of material? Suppose that you have a sample and that is having hardness, or suppose you have another sample which is very soft. So one sample is hard, one sample is soft. So in relation to the hardness of surface of material, in relation to the hardness of the surface of the material, there is one arbitrary scale known as a hardness scale, or it is also known as a Mohs scale. M-O-H apostrophe S, Mohs scale. Okay, Mohs scale. So Mohs scale is related with the size reduction. तो आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है Mohs scale is related with. Remember, Mohs scale is related with the size reduction. Mohs scale is related with the size reduction. Okay. And now on that Mohs scale, particles on that Mohs scale, different materials are assigned as a hardness number. तो एक Mohs scale होता है जो मटेरियल का हार्डनेस के लिए डिनोट किया जाता है. तो बहुत सारे मटेरियल है वो Mohs scale के ऊपर उनको एक हार्डनेस नंबर दिया जाता है कि कितना हार्ड है कितना सॉफ्ट है मटेरियल. Whether that material is hard, whether that material is soft, so that is nothing but the Mohs scale. So on the Mohs scale, it is a kind of arbitrary scale which denotes the hardness number of the material. So on this scale, material will be assigned a hardness number ranging from 1 to 10. Material will be assigned as hardness number from 1 to 10. For example, 1 will be given for soft material and 10 will be given for the hard material. तो मोह स्केल के ऊपर मटेरियल का हार्डनेस कितना है या फिर टफनेस कितना है, ठीक है, हार्डनेस कितना है, टफनेस कितना है, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली मटेरियल को स्केलिंग किया जाता है. So that is nothing but the Mohs scale, right? So for example, number 1 is given on the Mohs scale for soft material. अगर कोई मटेरियल सॉफ्ट है, इजीली ब्रेक होता है, so that material will be given one number on a Mohs scale. For example, graphite, right? So 3 to 7 number is given for the hard material. So those material which are hard, so they have given 3 to 7 number, right? Now those material which are very hard, for example, diamond. Diamond is a very hard material, and that's why it is given number 10 on the Mohs scale. So hardness of material, तो सॉफ्ट फॉर द सॉफ्ट मटेरियल मोह स्केल के ऊपर नंबर आएगा 1, फॉर द इंटरमीडिएट मटेरियल और हार्ड मटेरियल के लिए आएगा 3 to 7, एंड फॉर वेरी हार्ड मटेरियल, सी फॉर एग्जांपल डायमंड. डायमंड इज अ वेरी हार्ड मटेरियल and it has a 10 hardness number on a Mohs scale. So for diamond, hardness number is 10. So they can ask you question for the soft material. For the graphite, it is hardness number is 1. 1 is the hardness number for graphite. 3 to 7 is the hardness number for hard material, and 10 is the hardness number for your diamond, right? तो आपको यहाँ पे याद रखना है डायमंड का हार्डनेस नंबर होता है 10. डायमंड इज अ वेरी हार्ड मटेरियल, right? Now what is the reason of size reduction? Why you need to do size reduction? Why you need to do decrease in the particle size of original material? आपके पास में ओरिजिनल कुछ सैंपल है, ओरिजिनल कुछ मटेरियल है, उसका साइज आपको डिक्रीज करना है, आपको उसको ब्रेक करना है. Why? What is the reason of size reduction? Size reduction is done for different reason. सबसे पहला रीजन है कंटेंट यूनिफॉर्मिटी. तो size reduction is done for content uniformity. Suppose you have a powder. Suppose you have a powder which the powder is having the particles which are of different sizes. आपके पास में एक पाउडर है, मटेरियल है, उस पाउडर में क्या है कि पार्टिकल्स जो है उनका साइज वेरी होता है. मतलब आप so you have one powder, in that you have some particles which are larger size, some particles which are intermediate size, and which some particles are there which are very small in size. आपके पास में जो पाउडर है उसमें 3 तरह के पार्टिकल्स है, एक बड़े वाले पार्टिकल्स है और बीच में वाले है और एक स्मॉल साइज वाले पार्टिकल. सो यू कैन नॉट इंश्योर द कंटेंट यूनिफॉर्मिटी ऑफ दैट पाउडर. तो अगर आपको 500 मिलीग्राम पर एसएम का टैबलेट बनाना है, and if you are using a poly size powder means that powder will have a different particle size. So poly size means powder having different particle size, and mono size means powder having uniform particle size. अगर कोई पाउडर में जो पार्टिकल्स है उसका साइज अगर यूनिफॉर्म है तो उसको क्या बोलना है आपको? मोनो साइज. मोनो साइज मीन्स व्हाट? powder having particle size in a uniform nature. Poly size powder means what? If particle of powder vary in the particle size, then it is known as a poly size. So if you have poly size powder, then you cannot ensure the content uniformity of that dosage. अगर आपको डोसेज फॉर्म में कंटेंट यूनिफॉर्मिटी चाहिए तो आपको पार्टिकल साइज क्या रहे चाहिए? एक पर्टिकुलर रेंज में चाहिए. So size reduction is done for content uniformity. Again, size reduction is done for uniform flow of powder. Suppose that your powder is a poly size. आपके पाउडर में क्या है? पार्टिकल्स जो है वो अलग अलग साइज के, so it will not flow properly from the hopper to the die cavity of tableting machine. So to ensure the uniform flow of particles, you need a size reduction. अगर आपके पाउडर में जो पार्टिकल्स है वो यूनिफॉर्म साइज के, so it will ensure the flow properties. It will show uniform flow of particles. Ultimately, it will ensure the content uniform. Okay. Size reduction is also done for effective extraction of products. So, say for example, if you want to do a extraction of alkaloids from Raoul-Peer roots, आपको Raoul-Peer root में से alkaloid निकालना है. So you cannot use as it is roots. आपको जो roots आपका raw material है वो as it is use नहीं कर सकते, because there should be a proper solvent action on that material for the effective extraction of that alkaloids, right? So you need to do size reduction. आप जैसे कि वैसे अगर roots ले लिए आपने तो उसके ऊपर extraction नहीं होगा उसका, ठीक है, होगा कुछ हद तक लेकिन पूरा नहीं, ठीक है। फॉर इफेक्टिव एक्सट्रैक्शन अगर वो वही रूट्स अपने साइज रिड्यूस किए, अगर वही रूट्स अपने पीस लिए और उसके बाद में पाउडर करके एक्सट्रैक्शन किया, तो एक्सट्रैक्शन विल बी वेरी इफेक्टिव. So for effective extraction of crude drugs, okay. Then again, size reduction is done for effective drying. So size reduction is done for effective drying because decrease in the particle size will increase the surface area of that powder and that will increase the drying rate. Okay. Again, to improve the physical stability, to improve the dissolution rate. So these are the reasons for size reduction, right? Now to improve the absorption rate, to improve the absorption rate. For example, chlorompenicol एक एंटीबायोटिक होता है क्लोरोम्पेनिकॉल, राइट? ग्रिजियोफुल्विन एक एंटीबायोटिक होता है. So ग्रिजियोफुल्विन is an antifungal drug basically. So ग्रिजियोफुल्विन is a perfect example for size reduction. Why you have to do size reduction? So ग्रिजियोफुल्विन एक antifungal drug है and that is the perfect example. You see, ग्रिजियोफुल्विन powder or ग्रिजियोफुल्विन API will have a large particle size. जो ग्रिजियोफुल्विन आपका API मिलता है उसमें बहुत बड़ा पार्टिकल साइज होता है, राइट? एंड ग्रिजियोफुल्विन हैज अ लेस बायो अवेलेबिलिटी. ग्रिजियोफुल्विन का एब्सॉर्प्शन बहुत ही कम होता है, ओके. टू एनहांस द एब्सॉर्प्शन, टू इंक्रीज द absorption, to increase the bioavailability of griseofulvin. So particle size reduction is very important. So micronization of this griseofulvin, micronization of this griseofulvin has increased the absorption 5 or 10 folds more. तो griseofulvin का micronization अगर करेंगे तो उसका absorption बढ़ता है, ठीक है. So to improve the rate of absorption, for example, chlorompenicol in case of griseofulvin, okay, size reduction has markedly increased the absorption of this chlorompenicol and griseofulvin, right? So we'll see the next. So you can see over here, it is known as a Mohs scale, Mohs hardness scale. So this one is known as a Mohs hardness scale. So on that scale, so you can see it is a scale. यहाँ पे एक scale है. So you can see यहाँ पे एक numberings दिया है. Okay. So material has assigned the hardness number from 1 to the hardness number up to 10. Okay, for example. So on the Mohs scale, your talc has given one number. That means it is a soft material. तो Mohs scale के ऊपर talc का नंबर आता है एक, मतलब हार्डनेस नंबर talc का एक आता है, तो वो सॉफ्ट मटेरियल है. जिप्सम का 2 आता है तो वो थोड़ा सा उससे थोड़ा सा हार्ड है. कैल्साइट का आता है 3, so it is more hard than gypsum. Chloride will have 4 hardness numbers, so it is more harder than calcite. Apatite, apatite, apatite is more harder than fluoride. Okay, orthoclase is more harder than apatite. So quartz are having hardness number 7, topaz 8, okay, corundum 9, and diamond is having hardness number 10. So diamond is a very hard material, and after that also netherite is having hardness number 11. So hardest material is nothing but the netherite. Okay, or you can say hardest material diamond. Diamond, netherite, they are nothing but the hardest material. Okay. Talc one is a, you can say talc is a very soft material. So also they have given the relation like fingernails. आपका जो nail होता है fingernail, उसका hardness around 2.5 होता है. आपका जो copper का सिक्का होता है copper penny, so it has hardness number of 3.5. Knife, household knife will have hardness number of 5.5. Nail, okay, steel nail will have 6.5. जो कील होता है कील, दीवार में उसका हार्डनेस नंबर होता है 6.5. ओके, ड्रिल जो होता है ड्रिल मशीन में यूज करना उसका हार्डनेस नंबर होता है 8.5. ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज अ Mohs scale. On the Mohs scale, the material has given different hardness number, right? Now, so material, okay, you have a large size material or particles. Now we will understand the mechanism of size reduction or theory behind the size reduction. वो थियरी क्या है, मैकेनिज्म क्या है साइज रिडक्शन का, उसको थोड़ा सा समझ लेते हैं। सो वट एवर मटेरियल यू हैव, दैट मटेरियल इज नोन एज अ अनमिल्ड पार्टिकल। जो आपके पास ओरिजिनल मटेरियल है, ओरिजिनल जो पार्टिकल है, उसको अनमिल्ड मतलब उसके ऊपर मिलिंग नहीं किया, उसको साइज रिडक्शन नहीं किया। सो दैट ओरिजिनल पार्टिकल will have some kind of flaws, some kind of flaws like this. Flaws means what? Flaws means material having structure which is very weak. तो आपका जो पार्टिकल है, पार्टिकल के ऊपर कुछ वीक पोर्शन होंगे, वीक पोर्शन होंगे मतलब क्या, वहां पे attractive force बहुत ही कम होता है, that is known as a flaws. Flaws in the particle means weak portion of your particle, and in the weak portion of particle, so if you apply a force, so फॉर एग्जाम्पल इम्पैक्ट, अगर आपने उसके ऊपर इम्पैक्ट किया जहाँ पे पार्टिकल के ऊपर जो फ्लॉज है मतलब वीक पोर्शन है, तो पार्टिकल टूटेगा कहाँ से, जहाँ पे वीक पोर्शन वहां से, so there will be formation of cracks. So if you apply a impact on the flaws of particle, so there is development of cracks. तो क्रैक होगा वहाँ पे, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ क्रैक होगा, एंड दैट क्रैक फर्दर इम्पैक्ट अपॉन दैट क्रैक लीड्स टू ब्रेकिंग ऑफ पार्टिकल। ये जो क्रैक बनेंगे आपके, जो वीक पोर्शन होगा आपका मटेरियल का, पाउडर का, मतलब जो वीक पोर्शन होगा पार्टिकल में, उसके ऊपर अगर इम्पैक्ट करेंगे तो फ्लॉस का क्या बन जाएगा, सो क्रैक बन जाएगा। इफ यू फर्दर increase the impact, okay, further impact that leads to smaller particles, breaking of particles, cleavage of particle in a smaller size. So that's how. एक ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब दिखने में जो होता है, आपने मटेरियल ले लिया, जैसे मिट्टी का एक पत्थर ले लिया, मिट्टी का पत्थर, उसके ऊपर आपने हथौड़ा मार दिया, तो ऑब्वियसली उसका साइज ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा। तो बट उसके सरफेस लेवल के ऊपर क्या हो रहा है, मॉलिक्यूलर लेवल के ऊपर क्या हो रहा है, so your particle will have some flaws in the flaws or weak structure on the particle. Now if you apply impact, if you apply force on that, so that flaws will be converted to crack, and अगर crack के ऊपर भी further impact होगा, so that will be broken down into smaller pieces known as the small particles. Now mechanism of size reduction is based upon the impact. So impact की वजह से mechanism कैसा हुआ है। Now attrition क्या है? Now what is meant by attrition? So this is mechanism known as the impact. Now what is attrition? So attrition is nothing but a surface phenomenon. Attrition क्या है? Surface phenomenon. Suppose आपके पास में ये पार्टिकल है, अनमिल्ड पार्टिकल, तो और दूसरा पार्टिकल ले लो, उसके ऊपर उसको खींचो, so what will happen? Due to rubbing action or due to surface rubbing, what will happen? There is a breaking of corners of that, okay, that original particle. There is a development of small particles. That is known as the attrition. So this is mechanism for impact. This is mechanism for attrition. So different kind of mills, they will work on a different kind of mechanism. Some mill work on attrition, impact, okay, and then crushing, etc., etc. We are going to see it in a detail in upcoming slides. So what is the disadvantage of size reduction? साइज रिडक्शन का डिसएडवांटेज क्या है, मेन इंपॉर्टेंट आपका जीपीएट के लिए कौन सा इंपॉर्टेंट है वही। तो साइज रिडक्शन का मेन डिसएडवांटेज क्या है, ठीक है, so what is the disadvantage of drug degradation? So main disadvantage of your size reduction is nothing but the drug degradation. So आप बोलेंगे सर ड्रग डिग्रेडेशन कैसे होगा, मिलिंग करने पर। So after the size reduction, so during the milling, what will happen? There is a development of heat. That heat may degrade your product. So drug degradation or drug decomposition may be one of the major disadvantage of your size reduction. Size reduction में जब milling होता है, milling में क्या होता है, heat generation होता है, heat generation क्या करता है, वो drug को degrade करता है, right? Now again decrease in the particle size of the product. So there is a poor mixing due to increased cohesive force. अगर आपने size reduction बहुत ही किया, milling किया, बहुत particle size कम किया, so what will happen? So there is development of attractive forces on the particles, and that is nothing but the cohesive force. So there is a poor mixing, there is a cohesiveness. So if you अगर आपको आपने पार्टिकल बहुत ही कम साइज का डिग्रेड किया, मतलब So if you decrease the particle size in the range of microns, what will happen? So due to attractive forces will be overcome, and there is a development of cohesive forces. Okay, so mixing will be very poor. Okay, then again contamination during milling and grinding. जो mills होते हैं, mills they are made up of either iron or steel or any other material, so that may be present as a contamination, right? So these are the disadvantages of now factors affecting on the size reduction. So size reduction के ऊपर factors कौन से affect करेंगे? First factor affecting on the size reduction is nothing but the hardness. So if material is hard, very hard, then size reduction will be affected. So decrease in the rate of size reduction. So toughness, hardness, abrasiveness, then stickiness of material, okay, material structure, moisture content of the material. So if moisture content is more than 10%, अगर आपका ओरिजिनल पार्टिकल ओरिजिनल जो मटेरियल है उसका मॉइस्चर कंटेंट 10% से ज़्यादा है, so that will decrease the rate of size reduction. So moisture content of feed for the size reduction should be only 5%. तो moisture content कितना होना चाहिए जब आप size reduction के लिए जा रहे हो उस मटेरियल का? Not more than 5%. Not more than 5%. Right? So size reduction, the moisture content of feed material for the milling should be not more than 5%. Okay. Then you have to consider the softening temperature of that material, ratio of feed size to the product size. आप कितना फीड मिल के अंदर डाल रहे हो, ठीक है, और प्रोडक्ट साइज क्या निकल रहा है, उसके ऊपर भी साइज रिडक्शन का रेट डिपेंडेंट है. So these are the factors affecting on the size reduction. So hardness of material, toughness of material, abrasiveness of material, stickiness of material, material structure, moisture content of material, softening temperature, ratio of feed size to the product size. So these are the factors affecting on the size reduction. Now, what are the different mechanism of size reduction? Mechanism of size reduction or principle of size reduction or different mode of size reduction. तो देखो principle of size reduction और mechanism और mode of size reduction. In a different meals, आपके पास में आपको upcoming में different meals आने वाले हैं, उसमें क्या क्या mechanism हो सकता है? How there is a decrease in the particle size? What are the different mechanism for particle size reduction? Okay, or modes of particle size reduction. So first mechanism is nothing but the cutting. Cutting मतलब क्या? Cutting is nothing but the cutting of material using sharp blades. अगर आप sharp blade use करते हो material cut करने के लिए, so the mechanism is cutting. And cutting is the mostly mechanism for crude drugs. आपके पास में अगर crude drugs है, जैसे आपके पास में कोई leaves है, आपके पास में कोई roots है, आपके पास में कोई stems है, roots, stems, leaves, bark, okay, so that needs a cutting. So cutting is the mechanism of size reduction by using, so particles are cut by using sharp blades. So that is cutting. Now what is the comminution? Comminution is nothing but the rollers are used for the comminution. When a material is pressed between two heavy rollers, अगर आपका material दो heavy rollers के बीच में press किया तो उसको बोलेंगे comminution. So what is the mechanism of size reduction? First one is nothing but the cutting by using sharp blade. Second one is nothing but the comminution, that is the rollers are used, right? So third mechanism of size reduction is impact. So what is the impact? Impact क्या हो सकता है? So hammers are used to break the lumps or clumps of product. That is the impact. मतलब बड़ा सा कुछ hammers ले लो तो उसको hammer को वो आपका जो material है उसके ऊपर impact हो जाए. So impact means hammers are used to break the lumps or clumps of the material. आपके पास क्या है? एक बड़ा सा मिट्टी का पत्थर है, तो आपने क्या लिया? हथौड़ा ले लिया, उसके ऊपर मार दी, ऑब्वियसली क्या होगा? उसका ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा, वो मिट्टी का पत्थर का छोटा छोटा टुकड़ा हो जाएगा. So that is nothing but the impact. So impact is nothing but you are applying the force in the form of hammers. Hammers will be cause impact on the clumps or lumps of product. जो बड़ा वाला पत्थर है उसके ऊपर, बड़ा वाला मिट्टी का पत्थर ना, आपका नॉर्मल पत्थर नहीं, मिट्टी का पत्थर है उसके ऊपर हथौड़ा मार दिया आपने, so that is the action is nothing but the impact. So hammers are used to break the lumps or clumps of the product. Okay, next is nothing but the attrition. What is attrition? Attrition is nothing but the surface phenomenon, and it is known as a rubbing action between two surfaces. Attrition क्या है? Attrition rubbing action between two surfaces. attrition is nothing but the rubbing action between two surfaces. So remember, attrition is a surface phenomenon. आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, attrition is nothing but the surface phenomenon. Right? So cutting, comminution, impact, attrition and crushing. So these are the different mechanism of size reduction. So crushing ये एक mechanism होता है. Again, rollers are used for the crushing. Okay? Now you can see mechanism of size reduction in simple way. Suppose first one is the impact. So impact. So suppose this one is a material. आपका ये material है. So either this is a hammer. So either this hammer is thrown on the material or material is thrown on the hammers. अगर आपके पास में कोई मिट्टी का पत्थर है उसके ऊपर हथौड़ा मारो, that is a हथौड़ा मतलब hammer. So that is the impact. और मिट्टी का पत्थर कोई stationary wall है या फिर कोई stationary object है उसके ऊपर throw करो. What will happen? Again impact. So impact occurs when moving particles strikes against the stationary wall or stationary material. In the same way, if uh, particles, if hammers are moving towards the particle, again impact is the mechanism. Now, attrition is nothing but the breakdown of material by rubbing action between two surfaces. Okay? That is surface. ये एक stationary surface है. So this is the moving surface. And in between that there are a material. So due to rubbing action, there is a decrease in the particle size. So known as attrition. Cutting means breaking of your material by using sharp knives. Okay? Now compression is between. Compression is nothing but it is nothing but it is also known as a communication. Compression is also known as a communication. Okay? Rollers are used. Stationary roller. These two rollers are the, and in between that there is a product. A material to be size reduced. So because of the compression or because of the combination, there will be decrease in the particle size, right? Now next, we'll see different types of meals for the size reduction. ये comparative table है. It is a very comparative table and very important table for your upcoming GPAT Niper DI Pharmacist. Okay. So name of meal, mechanism of size reduction, then particle size obtained and feed size of, okay, particle size obtained of the product and feed size. Then the meal is used for this, that is suitable for, and not used for not suitable. Okay. So this is the table. It is very simple table and they lot of time they already asked question. तो पहले ही meal में आपका question एक cover हो जाएगा. First meal is nothing but the cutter meal. So what is the mechanism of size reduction? Cutting is the mechanism. Okay, cutting mechanism है. Now what is the particle size obtained after cutter meal or cutter meal? Cutter meal में आप जब particle size reduction करेंगे तो आपको final product का size क्या मिलेगा? So 20 to 80 mesh particle size is obtained in the cutter meal and initially जो फीड करने वाला मटेरियल है कितना है 0.2 0.01 सेंटीमीटर. So cutter mill mechanism is cutting, particle size obtained is 20 to 80 mesh and feed size is limited 0.5 to 0.01. So feed size is not important, so we will not take feed size. Okay, we will take only particle size obtained, final particle size. So cutter mill cutting is the mechanism, 20 to 80 mesh is the particle size obtained. Right now, cutter mill is used for this material. Which material? Cutter mill is used for the fibrous and crude drugs. तो याद रखना है भेड़ी आपको कि कटर मिल किसके लिए यूज करना है, फाइब्रस एंड क्रूड ड्रग्स. ठीक है. कटर मिल का यूज क्या है? टू कट डाउन द लार्ज पीसेस इनटू स्मॉलर पीसेस. कटर मिल का यूज क्या है? व्हाट इज यूज ऑफ कटर मिल? टू कट द लार्ज पीसेस ऑफ क्रूड ड्रग्स. क्रूड ड्रग कौन से होते हैं? फार्माकोग्नोसी में से जो ड्रग आएंगे आपको उनको बोलेंगे क्रूड ड्रग्स. फाइब्रस एंड क्रूड ड्रग्स. सो फॉर एग्जांपल रूट्स, स्टेम्स, barks, etc. So cutter mill is used for. तो आपको एक एग्जांपल देंगे वहां पे. ओके. साइज रिडक्शन इन केस ऑफ रावल पियर रूट इज carried out by which mill? और ऑप्शन में देंगे कटर मिल, रोलर मिल, हैमर मिल, बॉल मिल. तो आपको मालूम है, आपको इतना ही समझना है कि जो आपका फार्माकोग्नोसी में से ड्रग जो है दैट इज नोन एज अ क्रूड ड्रग्स एंड दे आर लार्जर इन साइज. उनका ऑर्गेनाइज्ड ड्रग होता है और अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड ड्रग होता है. मोस्ट ऑफ द these are the leaves or stems or then roots or then bark. Okay, so you have to cut them. So size reduction in case of crude drugs It is done by cutter mill. Okay, so cutter mill is suitable for the size reduction of fibrous and crude drugs. Remember, very very important question already आ चुका है in a various kind of exam. Okay? Now, it is not used for the friable material. जो friable material है, जो easily broke down होता है, friable material easily break down होता है. So it is not used for friable material. Okay, so very very important. Now, next mill is nothing but the roller mill. Second mill होता है आपका roller mill. So what is the mechanism of roller mill? The mechanism of roller mill is nothing but the compression. Compression से saturation. Mechanism of roller mill is compression. What is the particle size obtained? The particle size obtained in the roller mill is nothing but the 20 to 200 mesh. Okay. Now roller mill is used for the soft material. Roller mill किसके लिए use करेंगे? Soft material के लिए. It is not used for the abrasive material. देखो abrasive material जो है उसके लिए roller mill use नहीं करते. Abrasive material मतलब क्या? जो मटेरियल रोलर जो है आपका उसका जो सरफेस है उसके ऊपर ये अगर एब्रेजन करेगा तो उसके लिए यूज नहीं कर सकते. So cutter mill is used for fibrous drug and cold drugs, not used for friable material. Roller mill is used for soft drugs, not used for abrasive material. Okay. Then next mill is nothing but the hammer mill. Next होता है hammer. So what is the mechanism? Impact is the mechanism. So particle size of is a 40 to 325 mesh, and hammer mill is used for all kind of almost for all kind of drugs, and not used for abrasive material. Not used for abrasive material. Now next होता है आपका ball mill. So ball mill, what is the mechanism of size reduction? Attrition as well as impact. देखो इसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं. What is the mechanism of size reduction in the ball mill? तो देखो कटर मिल में कटिंग मैकेनिज्म है, रोलर मिल में कंप्रेशन है, हैमर मिल में इम्पैक्ट मैकेनिज्म है, बॉल मिल में एट्रिशन एज वेल एज इम्पैक्ट. Attrition as well as impact. So what is the particle size obtained after ball mill? So 20 to 200 mesh. Ball mill is used for brittle drugs. Ball mill is used for brittle drugs, not used for soft material. Very very important. You have to remember. Very very important mechanism of size reduction, right? So ball mill mechanism is nothing but the attrition and impact. Okay, mechanism is the attrition and impact. Particle size obtained is nothing but the particle size obtained is nothing but the 20 to 200 mesh, and it is used for the brittle drugs, not used for the soft material. Soft material के लिए use नहीं करना. Now next mill is nothing but the fluid energy mill. Fluid energy mill. So what is the mechanism of size reduction? Attrition as well as impact. देखो attrition impact दोनों दो mechanism होते हैं. Ball mill has attrition and impact as well as fluid energy mill will have mechanism of attrition as well as impact. लेकिन यहाँ पे एक बार क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. The smallest particle size is obtained from following type of mill. क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. The smallest particle size that is obtained from your fluid energy mill. So fluid energy mill will give you the smallest particle size. That is a 1 to 30 micron. देखो मैकेनिज्म के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आता है, पार्टिकल साइज के ऊपर क्वेश्चन. So smallest particle size or lowest particle size is obtained from fluid energy mill. That is a 1 to 30 micron. It is used for moderately hard and friable material, not used for soft and sticky material. यूज किसके लिए है? देखो क्वेश्चन आते हैं इसके ऊपर. फ्री में आपको पढ़ रहा हूँ बॉस, इतना इजी नहीं है. 2 घंटा में चिल्लाने वाला हूँ, इतना इजी नहीं है. ठीक है. तो मॉडरेट, इट इज यूज फॉर मॉडरेटली हार्ड एंड फ्राइबल मटेरियल, नॉट यूज फॉर सॉफ्ट एंड स्टिकी मटेरियल. ठीक है. आपको आज ही नहीं पूरा साल पढ़ना हो. आपको पूरा साल मैं ऐसे ही फ्री में पढ़ाने वाला हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा दिमाग खराब हो चुका है. दिमाग खराब हो गया, पूरा साल फ्री में पढ़ाना है. Age runnel mill. So what is the mechanism? Crushing and shearing is the mechanism, right? Crushing and shearing is the mechanism. Then particle size of it is 20 to 80. It is used for all kind of drug, not used for soft and sticky material. Next mill होता है end runner mill. End runner mill. Mechanism is nothing but the crushing and shearing. So 20 to 80 mesh particle size of it. It is used for all kind of drug, not used for soft and sticky material. ठीक है. लास्ट में आता है आपका कोलाइडल मिल. सो व्हाट इज द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ साइज रिडक्शन? याद रखो कोलाइडल मिल में मैकेनिज्म होता है शेयरिंग, एंड पार्टिकल साइज ऑब्टेन्ड इज नथिंग बट द 3 to 75 micron in the size. 3 to 75 micron in the size It is also used for almost all kind of drug and not used for dry milling. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन कहाँ कहाँ से आ चुके हैं, एक टेबल है आपको, एक टेबल में ऊपर, एक टेबल के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं, कहाँ से क्वेश्चन आता है, सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन आ चुका है कटर used for, so it is used for fibrous and food drugs, fibrous and food drugs, मतलब फार्माकोग्नोसी के जो ड्रग है उसके लिए कटर मिल यूज करते हैं, and okay, then mechanism of size reduction in the ball mill and fluid energy mill, उसका मैकेनिज्म क्या होता है, attrition as well as impact, ठीक है। Now smallest particle size is often from which kind of mill, so they are, remember smallest particle size is often from fluid energy mill, right, fluid energy mill, इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुका है। mechanism of colloidal mill, that is sharing, so you have to remember sharing is the mechanism of colloidal mill, ठीक है, so इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं। now we'll see the next part. next part is nothing but the different mills and their short description. तो सबसे पहले है आपका कटर मिल, what is cutter mill, size reduction size reduction is done by cutting or sharing the feed material with the help of rotating and stationary sharp knives. तो कटर मिल में क्या रहेगा बॉस, कटर मिल में दो टाइप के knives रहेंगे, दो तरीके knives, so one is the known as a stationary knives and one is a rotary knives or rotating knives. So material when it will come in between stationary and rotating knives, so material will be cut down, that is the size reduction. So कटर मिल में क्या होगा, rotating knives रहेंगे और stationary knives रहेंगे. The gap between opening of these two knives, इसके दो knives जो है, gap between the stationary and rotating knives, that will decide the particle size. That will decide the particle size, okay, and shape of the product. Now rotating knives are rotated at a speed of 200 to 900 rpm. जो रोटर रहेगा उसमें रोटर will rotate at a 200 to 900 rpm. Okay. Now next आता है आपका mortar and pestle. Mortar and pestle is used for grinding of the material on a laboratory scale. Mechanism होता है attrition. So okay, attrition. Mortar pestle is used for the size reduction at a laboratory scale. याद रखो उसको. Now next one is a roller mill. So roller mill, crushing of material between two cylindrical roller of stones, or it may be made up by the stones or steel. roller mill में जो roller रहेंगे वो steel के भी हो सकते हैं या फिर आपके पत्थर के भी हो सकते हैं और आपके ग्रेनाइट के भी हो सकते हैं. So roller mill is nothing but the crushing of material between two cylindrical roller of stone which are mounted horizontally. Okay. Now next आता है आपका hammer mill. What is the description for hammer mill? आप बोलेंगे सर ये ऐसा क्यों ले रहे हैं, इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं. So rapidly moving hammers mounted on the rotor and powder material which reduces the size because of the impact of hammer. hammer mill में जो hammers moving hammers होते हैं वो impact करेंगे आपके powder के ऊपर and will decrease the particle size. So hammers will rotate at a speed of, कितना स्पीड होगा hammers का, so 8,000 to 15,000 rpm. Okay. Now next one is a ball mill. Next one is a ball mill. So in between आपको कोई doubt होता है तो you can ask. In between, if you have doubt, you also can ask. Next one is a ball mill. Ball mill is also known as pebble mill. So question आ चुका है इसके ऊपर. Ball mill is also known as pebble mill. Ball mill is also known as pebble mill. So there was a question. Ball mill is also known as a pebble mill or tumbling mill. Ball mill is also known as a pebble mill or tumbling mill. Question आ चुके हैं इसके. Ball mill is also known as a pebble mill or tumbling mill or revolving mill. So rapidly moving balls causes impact and attrition द पाउडर मटेरियल। और नेक्स्ट वन क्या होता है, फ्लूइड एनर्जी मिल। नेक्स्ट वन इज नथिंग बट फ्लूइड एनर्जी मिल। So fluid energy mill, it is also known as a jet mill, इसको jet mill भी बोलते हैं। So fluid energy mill is also known as a jet mill और micronizer और ultra fine grinder। देखो इसका synonyms क्या है, important है। Jet mill is also known as a micronizer or ultra fine grinder। The feed powder stock is suspended within a high velocity steam which causes impact and attrition। जो भी आपका पाउडर का साइज सिलेक्शन करना है, वो पाउडर क्या है, with the air वो सस्पेंड किया जाता है। So feed stock of powder is suspended with the high velocity of airstream which causes impact and attrition। impact कहाँ पे होगा, जो मिल का आपका वॉल है, स्टेशनरी वॉल, उसके ऊपर पाउडर जाके थ्रो हो जाएगा with the high velocity of airstream, that will cause impact, and in between that impact powder attrition will also be there। Remember eventually fluid energy mill is also known as jet mill or micronizer or ultra fine grinder, right? Venturi, cyclone feeder, cyclone separator or back filters are used to separate the particles। ठीक है। Now next one is a colloidal mill। Now colloidal mill के ऊपर GPAT 2020 में क्वेश्चन आ चुका है। Okay, question was exactly same। There was a question in GPAT 2023। There was a question in GPAT 2020 on a colloidal mill। So what was the question? What is the description for colloidal mill? Colloidal mill कैसा होता है, description क्या है इसका? So in the colloidal mill, one rotating steel, क्या होगा उसमें, one rotating steel disc। In case of colloidal mill, there is one rotating steel disc and one stationary disc, one rotating disc and one stationary disc, and in between the rotating steel disc and stationary steel disc there is a small clearance or small orifice। तो एक उसमें रोटर रहेगा, एक इसमें स्कैटर रहेगा। रोटेटिंग स्टील डिस्क को रोटर भी बोल सकते हो आप। रोटेटिंग स्टील डिस्क इज आल्सो नोन एज द रोटर एंड स्टेशनरी स्टील डिस्क इज आल्सो नोन एज स्कैटर। So there is one stator, one rotor, and in between that there is a small gap, there is small orifice, there is a small clearance of 0.05 to 0.75 mm, okay, between them। This is the description for which mean। Question ऐसा था, a stator will rotate and stationary, stator will rotate, stator will be stationary and rotor will rotate, and in between the stator and rotor there is a minute opening or orifice of 0.05 to 0.75 mm। This is the description for which mill। There was option like fluid energy mill, ball mill, okay, hammer mill and colloidal mill। So answer was a colloidal mill। colloidal mill का ये description है। colloidal mill में क्या होगा, एक स्टार्टर होगा, एक रोटर होगा, और उसके दोनों के बीच में क्या होगा, एक स्मॉल गैप होगा, and that gap will decide the particle size, okay, the product। So GPAT 2020 में क्वेश्चन आ चुका है। Now edge runner mill and end runner mill। So two roller, in case of edge roller mill, two rollers of stones or granite having weight in a tons, they are mounted on horizontal shaft on a moving bed। And in case of end runner mill, heavy weight steel pestle or dumbbell shaped pestle moves in a mortar in a flashed plate, that is a end runner mill। So ये mills and their short description important है, इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन एक बार आ चुका है, you have to remember। Now next one is nothing but different type of mills and their variant। So this part is very important, different types of mills and their variant, okay? So cutter mill, okay, so cutter mill has a two variant। Cutter mill has a two variant known as a single runner disc mill and double runner disc mill। कटर मिल का दो वेरिएंट होता है, सिंगल रनर डिस्क मिल, डबल रनर डिस्क मिल, ठीक है। रोलर मिल का वेरिएंट होता है मल्टीपल स्मूथ रोलर और करोगेटेड और स्ट्रैपेड रोलर, ठीक है। उसके बाद में हैमर मिल का वेरिएंट होता है फिट्जपैट्रिक मिल, फिट्जपैट्रिक मिल और फिट्जपैट्रिक कम्युनिकेटिंग मशीन, इट इज आल्सो नोन एज फिट्ज मिल और स्टॉक टॉर्नेडो मिल। तो हैमर मिल का हैमर मिल का वेरिएंट क्या होता है? स्टॉक्स टोर्नेडो मिल, इस पैटर्न मिल। नाउ बॉल मिल का वेरिएंट क्या है? व्हाट इज द वेरिएंट ऑफ बॉल मिल? वेरिएंट मींस व्हाट? वेरिएंट मींस सर्टेन चेंजेस। जो ओरिजिनल मिल है उसमें कुछ चेंजेस करके अपने अकॉर्डिंगली, अपने विजिबिलिटी के अकॉर्डिंगली वो चेंज किया तो उसको बोलेंगे वेरिएंट। तो बॉल मिल का वेरिएंट होता है हैंड, बॉल मिल का वेरिएंट होता है हार्डिंज मिल। Ball mill has variant of Hardinge mill, then continuous ball mill and pervading ball mill. So this was question in GPAT 2019. GPAT 2019 में question था, what is the variant of ball mill? As it question था, what is the variant of ball mill? Hardinge mill is the variant of ball mill. So GPAT 2019 question था, what is the variant of ball mill? So Hardinge mill is the variant of ball mill. Okay? Then what is the variant of fluid energy mill? Centrifugal impact polarizer. Centrifugal impact polarizer is the variant of fluid energy mill. तो ये मिल्स एंड देयर वेरिएंट बहुत ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है बच्चों। बिलीव मी क्वेश्चन आते ही आता है। ठीक है, कटरा मिल का वेरिएंट होता है सिंगल रनर डिस्क मिल, डबल रनर डिस्क मिल है हैमर। ओके, रोलर मिल का वेरिएंट होता है मल्टीपल स्मूथ रोलर और करोगेटेड स्ट्रैटूट रोलर। देन हैमर मिल का वेरिएंट है फिट्जपैट्रिक कम्युनिकेटिंग मशीन और फिट्स मिल। ओके, और स्टॉक्स टोर्नेडो मिल। बॉल मिल का वेरिएंट होता है हार्डिंज मिल और कंटिन्यूअस बॉल मिल और वाइब्रेटिंग बॉल मिल। ठीक है, देन फ्लूइड एनर्जी मिल का वेरिएंट होता है सेंट्रीफ्यूगल इम्पैक्ट पोलराइजर। So different mills and their variants, they are very important. Already they are already asked question on this. So all these contents, whatever content is there, so all that content is from my book. You can order these books. Okay. So we'll see next part in a next session. We'll see next part in the next session. अगर किसी को books चाहिए तो they can contact me on my number. Okay. So देखो आपको साइज ट्रैक्शन ही 2 लेक्चर में 4 hours for साइज ट्रैक्शन. So you can see. We'll see the remaining part of size reduction in upcoming part. तो upcoming session जो होगा next Sunday को size reduction का उसमें होगा, उसमें critical speed of ball में उसके ऊपर जो क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं, what is critical speed of ball में, okay? What is the description for different means, okay? तो वो अपन देखेंगे. critical speed of ball में very important है, उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. ठीक है, theories of size reduction उसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है आपको. Theories of size reduction we'll see. Deformation, mechanical behavior of communication. We'll see in the next session. So I will stop here. This was the first. पहला ये क्वेश्चन था. Okay. Sir, please repeat our come here. Okay. So this was our first session. So in the next Sunday, I will take another session for the remaining part of size reduction. जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट है साइज रिडक्शन का वो अपन नेक्स्ट संडे को देख लेंगे. तो ऐसा ही करके मैं आपको पूरा सिलेबस यहाँ पे जितना हो सके उतना मेरे से आपका सिलेबस कवर करूंगा. जो बच्चे जीपैट का क्लासेस ऑफर नहीं कर सकते उनके लिए टोटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एवरी संडे को 7 बजे से लेकर 9 बजे तक 7 to 9 PM आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. एवरी संडे आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. आवाज आता है, साउंड भी आता है प्रॉपर्ली. आपका इंटरनेट चेक कर लो, मैं यहाँ पे उसी लिंक से एक मोबाइल से भी ज्वाइन हो रहा हूँ, तो आपका कमेंट्स दिखता है. ओके, सो आई होप यू लाइक द सेशन. आपको अगर सेशन अच्छा लगा है तो आप यस टाइप कीजिए इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. इफ यू लाइक द सेशन, इफ यू वांट मोर सेशंस, प्लीज टाइप कमेंट यस इन द कमेंट बॉक्स so that I can take up more sessions. Okay, my number is nothing but the, okay, I will number will be available in the comment box description. Okay, so remaining session we will see in the next Sunday. ये मेरा पहला लाइव था. I was just tried. If it is good, then if you liking the sessions, we will take whole GPAT syllabus totally free of cost. And these sessions are not only for GPAT, they are going to help you for GPAT, Niper, drug inspector and upcoming pharmacist. जैसे अभी महाराष्ट्र में डीमर फार्मासिस्ट है, तो उसके लिए भी ये इम्पोर्टेंट सेशन होने वाले हैं. सो ट्राई टू प्रेजेंट एज मच एज यू कैन. आपके दोस्तों के साथ भी शेयर कीजिए इसको. अगर आपको सेशंस अच्छे लगते हैं, सेशंस और सेशन चाहिए तो आपको शेयर करना है आपके दोस्तों के साथ में. टोटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मिल रहा है भाई आपको, ठीक है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. जो मैं इसी चीज के बाहर 8,000 रुपीज देता हूँ, ठीक है. सो very very important, please try to share with your friends. And on the next Sunday we will take a remaining part of size reduction, and we will take a size separation whole chapter on Sunday को थोड़ा सा फास्ट लेंगे, साइज सेपरेशन लेंगे और रिमेनिंग साइज रिडक्शन का पार्ट लेंगे. So see you in the next session. Thank you very much.